Oh my God, it's freezing out. Yeah, I know. What do you think? Should we sell the house now? Nah, it's winter time. Nothing sells in the winter. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, I'm Brian Marino, the Real Realtor, giving you real information and knowledge from my 32 years of selling real estate on Long Island that you can use. Hopefully you get some value out of this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Now, the first question I want to ask is, are you in a seasonal market? Most people are in a seasonal market. What I mean by seasonal market is a lot of people want to wait until the spring or the summer to sell, to hopefully, if they have children, that they want to basically close during that time, so not to disrupt the school year for their children. I see this a lot, but it's not as a common thing as people think. A lot of it depends on motivation and the type of house you want. And there are other seasonal markets that are more vacation markets, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to focus on those who think a seasonal market is the spring and the summer, and they don't put their homes on the market in the winter, and that could be a big mistake. All right, this is specifically designed for the seller who, how shall I say it, doesn't have to sell now, but could sell now, and selling now wouldn't cause them a problem. A summer move isn't as common as a thing as people think, and there are different types of buyers for that. For example, there's buyers with no kids. Now you may have a 4 or 5 bedroom home and saying to yourself, no one's going to buy this home unless they have children. Well, actually, that's not true. I see a lot of people buy a home, big home like that. Maybe they just got married, and they say they're going to have fun filling it up is basically what's going to happen over the years, and they don't plan to move for a long, long time. Very, very common situation. Next thing is if they're outgrowing the house. They don't care what time of the year it is. They need a bigger house. That's more important than anything else. Next point, the buyer that you attract may already live in the school district. Believe it or not, I'd say, at least in my area on Long Island, you probably have about 40 to 50% of people who are in the area they moved to is the same area in general that they've been in before. So now, of course, a summer move is not as big as a problem anymore. That couple that got married, there's another example. They want a home. They don't care what time of year it is. They're going to move when they find the right house. If someone who has been selling their house and that house is sold now, they again have to move. They don't care about moving in the summertime. And then, of course, the final point, which I'll talk a little bit more about later on, is the relocation buyer who's coming in from a faraway area, usually out of state, and now they have to buy something. They can't say they're going to wait for a specific time. I guess the common theme with all of these people is that they're serious buyers all year round. The house is going to be more important than timing the move. So some additional points on that I want to make is people who are looking for a home during the winter, they're serious buyers. They're coming out in the cold. They're coming out in the snow. They're coming out in the ice. They're freezing. But hey, they want a home. They don't care. They don't need to wait till spring. Springtime tends to get more of those casual type of buyers who are just looking. If they happen to see something great, then they'll move. If not, it's no big deal. I think you really want a serious buyer. So what happens is those people who do come out in the winter, because everybody tends to wait till spring, they actually have less homes to choose from. Less homes for sale actually could mean more money for you. How can I illustrate that point? There are 10 homes for sale and there are 10 buyers. Well, now all of a sudden in the springtime, all right, yeah, maybe there's a few more buyers, but there's usually, maybe it goes from 10 to 12 to 15 buyers, but the number of sellers that come on the market actually goes from 10 to 15 to 20 to maybe even 25. So the supply of listings that come out in the spring does dramatically increase. There actually could be less demand for your home at that time. Because what will happen is a buyer may see, they're scrolling online or on their phone, on a website. Maybe they pick out the 3 or 5 best that they want to see. Your home has a higher chance of being on their preferred list in the colder months than it does in the warmer months when there's more homes to choose from. Anyway, I hope that made sense. Another point is January is typically the month. I was talking about relocation buyers before. Those people, they have to move no matter what happens. You have to be in the market now to catch those buyers. January, February, maybe even into March is definitely a time when you could capture that type of buyer. A lot of times also, people got their year-end bonuses. And now they're like, woohoo, I got some money. Let me go out. Let me go find something to buy. Let me go buy a home. Honey, we can afford it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So that's very common too, to see a little uptick from a few type of people who come out in the wintertime just after they got their year-end bonus. And the final point I want to make is you could sell now in the winter for more money, like I said, possibly, and then we could provide a delayed closing so that you can move maybe in May or June. What does that do for you? You have the opportunity to be a non-contingent buyer in the spring when there's more homes on the market for sale. Remember what I just said about there's more homes for sale as the spring months come out. April, March, maybe April, May, June. So now you've sold when you can get a little more money. And now when more homes come out on the market, you have a better selection to choose from. And you may not have as much competition on that perfect home that you think is yours. So again, hopefully this all makes sense. The takeaways that I want you to gather from this is take an honest look at your house, take an honest look versus the competition and your situation. Your situation is different, but waiting could cost you money. You may have a great house, may sell anyway. You may have a marginal house, but now that marginal house with less competition, now someone wants it, you got a better shot at selling it. So again, every situation's different. Waiting, though, it really could cost you money. So again, I hope you got some value and some good tips out of this video for why selling now might be better than selling in the spring. Like and subscribe to this. Contact me directly if I can help you. Even if you just have questions and want to pick my brain, that's fine. And even if you're not in my area, what I want you to do is look for an upcoming video where even if you're not in my area, I can still help you.